It's Mystically Metalway. Thank you. Why music could have been Playboy Carti's best album. Me personally, if you're asking me, Whole Lot of Red is still number one. Uh, like before that, like I heard Cardi song, I really wasn't as you know what I'm saying tapped in. I can admit, like I don't know, like I was just listening to other stuff. Comethazine was probably like the main, if not probably the only. I mean, maybe a few others, but like just bumping. Yeah, Comethazine probably the only artist I was bumping that early SoundCloud era. But I bumped Uzi too though. I was with the Uzi too. But then Christmas came out, Whole Lot of Red. Now I will say, when I heard Whole Lot of Red, I loved it. I feel like I was the only one of the five people that enjoyed the album the first. Cause you forgot everybody was calling the album trash, and I split it. And that was my favorite Cardi album. And then I bumped music, and I'm like, okay, music cool too, but it's not better than Whole Lot of Red. I gotta keep it a bean. But let's go ahead and just bump this video.
Music, which is known as I Am Music, is Playboi Carti's third studio album that is his most successful album to date commercially and one, or if not, the most anticipated album of the 2020s. The album gained a lot of anticipation due to the success of Carti's previous magnum opus album, Whole Lotta Red. This
Banger album.
album is a masterpiece of a project that
Yeah.
never gets old, and its influence on hip hop is legit, undeniable, and irreplaceable. However, Carti had the potential to surpass Whole Lotta Red as his best album with I'm Music, considering that Carti recorded a lot of material during the stages of the album's development. But I personally think that he dropped the ball on this project big time, which compelled me to create this video. But before I get into the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. My name is Snippet Mob, and today I will explain why Music could have been Playboi Carti's best album. So let's get into it. The first thing that I would like to mention is the eras that were conceived during this period, which were some of Carti's best eras ever, both visually and sonically. The eras I'm referring to are his Music V1 and V2 eras, which showcase Carti at his absolute best in my opinion, due to the amount of songs and creativity that we were receiving from Carti. The first era that I would like to talk about is his Music V1 era from 2022, which I previously made a video about, so I won't get too informative about this era. But what I can say is that this is the era where Carti would introduce his deep voice, which has now become a staple in his career.
Do I like deep voice Cardi? I do. That Whole Lot of Red was something serious though. And when they talking about the Whole Lot of Red V1 leaks or something like that, I'm not a big leak listener. I will admit that. So that's probably where my knowledge kind of goes out the window. But like, I have heard a couple leaks. I'm like, damn, that nigga like that. Hold on, damn, that's him. Like, damn, y'all said this nigga Martin, this nigga be talking. What? It's crazy how him and YB like make songs together. I could have sworn YB said he wouldn't even made a song with Cardi, but now he just, I don't know, man. People's industry is interesting at times. I don't know.
And a common motif in the released version of his music album. It is also worth mentioning that this is the same era where Carti showcased his clown face aesthetic for quite some time, alongside diving deep into his creative direction bag. I say this due to Carti going out of his way to have dope stage designs this year, more notably his Black Pyramid stage design. And this goes to show how psyched he was during this era. Also, the music he was recording during this period was next level and widely regarded as his best era of music for the album. This is a common factual narrative from a lot of fans due to legendary songs like Killers, R-Red, Rockstar, Mansion Music, Going Brazy, Prada, The Truth, and many more. And all of these songs and more great songs indicate how great the soundscape of this era was from Carti.
I'm just bobbing my head to my air instrumental. That's funny.
That these songs didn't appear on music, as it easily could have replaced a lot of the filler tracks on the album. The next era that I like to discuss is Music V2 from 2023.
So I guess I'm curious how often y'all spinning music. Cause I mean I'm gonna be honest, I do like music. I'm not bumping it as much, if that makes sense. I don't know. Like I just come like I used to bump like when Whole Lot of Red was like even Whole Lot of Red. Like I'm still listen to it. I like it, but I'm not bumping those albums. Like when I know when Whole Lot of Red was still like Like I was bumping Whole Lot Red a lot. Like it just the replay value to me was just so much higher. You know what I'm saying? It was just so much better now. I feel like with the music, like music was good. Cause even when I heard Kendrick was a band, no offense to Kendrick, Kendrick's a great artist, but who really was like, Kendrick and Kendrick and Playboi Carti on the same song. Now we know Kendrick got that weird side if you really know Kendrick, but like it's like I don't even bump Kendrick like that, but like it's like nah, we good on that. We don't want that. Him and Lil Baby, nah. Him and The Weeknd, huh? I mean, it was good for him, but like, huh? We here like, okay, it worked out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, niggas was hating on the kid. The Mojo one is kind of a little, but like the back door with him and Kendrick, I ain't gonna lie, that's a banger. It was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, for sure. But like, I don't know, Carter became like he been mainstream, but it's like he became mainstream. Like, I don't know, it's the same thing with people how say Yeet. Like it's not about. I feel like when you become too mainstream, you kind of lose yourself. I know you're trying to sound good for the global. You're trying to maximize, which is cool. You know, it's just your career. But I feel like they kind of kill creativity in artists. Like when they go overly mainstream, it's something about them labels. They kill something in artists. Like it's just something that just disappears. You know what I'm saying? Like Cardi's still good, but like it's just something about it that just feels a little different. All right, I know with the whole your underground fans just want to gatekeep or they don't want them to blow. It's like, is it that or they just don't want their artists to lose like that? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Oh shit, I'm clicking the wrong thing.
Which is Carti developing into a more high energy sound, and this era is contentiously regarded as his best era of music as well. I'm also not going to get into a lot of details about this era since I have a video
No, that's
on the way
freaky.
about
I
this
remember
era.
watching that video.
But what
That's
I
a freaky,
can say is this
freaky
era
video.
is when Carti recorded in a cave in Paris.
I'm not
and he
gonna lie,
sang-
that's probably one of the most like aura filled like music artist moments ever. The recording the I ain't gonna lie, niggas, that's top 5 like legendary moment right there. Like niggas can't say, not too many niggas can say they did that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's different. I'm not gonna lie, but they claim the nigga might have been hiding from some ops though. At least I watched that on what was it, Trap Lil Ross video? They say he was in Paris recording music because he got ops. You know, I don't know, was looking out for him, and the nigga had to, you know what I'm saying? King Vamp. Go Ghost. So hey, I
his
mean, we
most
don't know.
interesting music ever, with songs like Pop Out, Doctor, Roar,
Oh
1
damn, my shit dying.
Beam,
Fuck.
and more that make fans appreciate this era. This is also when fans would get a
My
look
bad, y'all. If it's starting to glitch and act up, I apologize.
at Carti's industrial aesthetic that was inspired by the Norwegian and Eastern European death metal scene, thanks to Sex's Death, who was Carti's current creative director. He also recorded multiple songs after the cave sessions, such as Homicide of 555, Hood by Air, Evil Jordan, 2024.
Now this, I guess you want to call this V1, V2. Okay. That Hood Buyer just a classic. Goddamn. Uh, see ya. That's a banger too. I forgot what it's called. Was it Moon or something like that? Then you had the Ketamine, I think was okay. And it was another one. Fuck. Oh, Evil Jordan, the leak. Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like he leading up to him, like oh shit, like oh, like damn, like this nigga might be. He might be peeking again. You know what I'm saying? You going crazy.
Ketamine, Like Wheezy, Timeless, Carnival, and many
Oh,
more.
2020. Oh, yeah, 2020. I ain't gonna lie. The nigga was cooking. His little leak era, his little random IG leak era. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's from top 5, like not 5 type. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga was cooking. I ain't gonna lie. Like it was banger after banger. Like all right, like this nigga's cooking. He's cooking. What was your favorite moment from that? Even like he was just dropping. He was just giving us little. He was getting little samples of free entree, free samples of music. Like, ooh, that's a banger. Like he was dropping heat. I ain't gonna lie.
As previously stated, I think Carti fumbled the direction of the album sonically, and there's too many unnecessary songs on the album that clearly feels like last minute additions. I believe that this project would have been his best album if he focused
So
more
is
on.
it true that he be finishing an album like what, like 2 weeks before like release? Like he don't do for years on. Then it's like, oh, we want the album. Then he just somehow just drink a dark, deep, devilish potion. No, I'm just kidding. But you know, he drinks some dark potion and he just somehow know how to rap good for within a 2 week span. Drop an album, make numbers, and make some heat. And that's that. Like, is that true or like what's the theory on that?
The
I know you
songs
don't
for
drink
his
potion,
music
but
be
you get what
one
I'm saying,
and be
right?
two albums, while continuously having Ye guide him during the production process of the album. He also could have gotten other people on board like Rick Rubin, Travis, and Mike Dean, and he had all of the resources to make this project feel colossal and worthy enough for a 5 year wait, even though 5 years is never worth the wait of an album. I understand that Carti wanted to appeal to a mainstream audience and be the Travis Scott of Atlanta, but I think he let his record label have too much authority over what type of music he should create. And I
Yeah.
say this due to Carti recently claiming that he played the game and his label wanted him to make worldwide songs for commercial purposes, which is absolutely ridiculous and disrespectful.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that. That's crazy. If that's true, damn. So you feel that's why I say when you go too high mainstream, you just lose a sense of self. Like, nah, we want you, Cardi. We don't need fuck what they talking about. Like, we don't need them, whatever their opinions. They don't even know what good music is. Like, I mean, yeah, they know how to make worldwide hits, but like they don't really know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like you, Cardi, like you ain't meant to make a worldwide. No, just kidding. I don't know how to explain it. I thought that sounded crazy, but more so like you ain't like nigga just be Cardi. You know what I'm saying? Be Cardi. Be Uzi. Be
To Carti's
Cardi. Be
artistry.
yourselves.
He also wanted industry validation from the higher ups and even wanted to receive a Grammy for this project. And I think this wasn't the best direction for Carti to pursue due to the fact that he essentially became the label's puppet. And this is what Ye has mentioned in the past, claiming that Carti was known for the red pill, but later became a slave to the label and took the blue pill. And I think he wasn't wrong about that, and that statement has definitely aged well
My
since then.
bad, y'all.
But what I can say is that this album has a lot of similarities with Uzi's Pink Tape album, which was a highly anticipated project as well that had tons of potential. However, Uzi released a more underwhelming version of the album that didn't equate to the quality of music he was creating during this period, based on the leaks we have received since then, which is way better than the official release. Cardi's music album is in the exact same position, and we know that since a recent leak season of
Even this
Music
song fire.
B1
That
YouTube
fit was
songs
sassy
surfaced
though.
online, and
It's a
it
questionable
consisted of
fit.
multiple girls that should have been on the album. And this makes me question if Cardi is starting to have terrible song selection, but based on the amount of filler tracks on music, I kinda believe it. But hopefully Cardi rewires his brain and doesn't further make horrible decisions when it comes to picking the right songs for his upcoming album or future releases. I also hope Interscope doesn't interfere with the soundscape of his music as well, because it is very distasteful and discouraging to both Cardi and his fan base. And now that the video has
Oh,
been
no, Cardi grown ass man. That nigga 30. What you mean it's distasteful there, man? You grown ass, you gotta whoop the head down. And albums or songs they made in the cave could have fed generations. I'm gonna have to go start bumping leaks. I'm sorry. I know. I try to stay away from leaks. 'Cause I try to respect the artists and wait till they release it. But like, if you niggas ain't gonna drop it, I might as well just go get knowledgeable in it. You know what I'm saying? As much I love this album, you could deserve this album as much as I love this album. You're right. We deserve more than a 5 year album. Okay. Like, was the album like the thing was like, is the album good enough for us to wait 5 years? No, I don't think nobody should be taking it long to drop music. Yeah, I know niggas get established, but you know what I'm saying. But like, nah, like 5 years OD. Cause now the more you wait, the higher the pressure is. So if you fumble, then you fall off. You know what I'm saying. But we're gonna see what Baby Boy. I think this is the next one. We're gonna see what that's about. I'm gonna bump some Cardi actually when I go on this walk. I'm actually about to go bump some. Yeah.